What's up guys, Renasant here, welcome back to the channel. So, in our last video we came upon Irithyll of the Boreal Valley, which, if I recall right, and if I remember correctly, is probably the most hated, well, I'm not going to say most hated, one of the most revered areas in Dark Souls 3. Like, people love to see it, but they hate to actually play in it. So we're at Firelink Shrine right now. We're just chatting.
Discovering
here we go.
in the Boreal Valley, all in a day's work. If the tales are true, it is home to old moon-worshipping nobles, and should be packed with treasure. What do you think? Shall I go and see what I can find?
Yes, so I forgot to mention, once you make it to Irithyll of the Boreal Valley and just unlock that bonfire, Grey Rat will be triggered to go scavenge it. So, of course, we want to send him to pillage it.
A fine choice. I am Grey Rat the Thief. What I bring back will be worthy of that name.
So he's gonna go. He's gonna go pillage Irithyll for us. So he should be gone next time we come back to Firelink Shrine. I do want to go ahead and mention up front that there's two separate quest lines for Grey Rat that cause him to either die or live in Irithyll. Basically, you'll see. We'll talk about one of them once we get to a certain point in Irithyll. But also one of them has to do with patches up here. So let's go see patches, and you'll notice now that we beat Wolnir and found Irithyll, and he is now doing his infamous patches squat there. So this is a way to get his gesture, by the way. Wait for him to do that and you'll get that gesture.
Hello again. Welcome to Patch's Boutique of Wonders. Can't resist it, can you? My sumptuous selection. Doubtless I should do something about that little... Well, I can hardly believe it.
So he's not saying anything new right now, but once Grey Rat leaves Firelink Shrine, this shouldn't kill us, right? Once Grey Rat leaves Firelink Shrine, Patches will have another dialogue option to basically tell him where Grey Rat went, which we will come to that. Also, my armor that I'm wearing today, I'm wearing the Lothric Knight helm, the black leather armor, the Knight gauntlets, and the Lothric Knight leggings. I feel like it looks pretty cool. It looks very modern. You know, if you ever watch Property Brothers or any of those friggin' HGTV shows, it's very interesting. So we're going to go ahead and travel to the Central Irithyll bonfire. If you recall from the last episode, we ended things by helping Sirius of the Sunless Realm kill that Kraton the Wanderer invader. God, look at this place. This place is just freaking beautiful, man. I love it. So first thing you'll notice as you start walking up these steps, wait for it, wait for it. Ah! It's a ghost. Freaking eerie, man. So that is the ghost of a Pontiff Knight, which are these fine, lovely ladies up here. So we're pretty strong right now. Like I said, I did level up a good bit to get to this point. You should be around level 50 or so when you get here. But, I mean, realistically, in Dark Souls, you could be level 1, you could be level 100. It's mechanically the same, no matter what level you are. These Pontiff Knights, I'll show you. They have a lot, and I do mean a lot, of stamina. You gonna chase? No, you're not. So they can basically go on for quite some time just attacking you. I'm gonna try to... We're trying to get him to come over so he does this spit thing. There's gonna be another one waiting right there. They spit this dark magic at you, which is not really a big deal. Please stop blocking my fire bombs. Oh, good shot, mate. There he goes. That one's dead. They have a lot of stamina. They can swing their swords a lot before they get tired. Come up here and get your Titanite. And then you'll also notice there is a little path around here and a door over there. Get our soul item. And one thing you may notice is this god-awful sound coming out of here. Looks like an evangelist, huh? So you can't actually get in there right now. we will be able to get in there, of course, though. Oh, one of these Pontiff Knights actually dropped something? Pontiff Knight leggings, hey. Leggings of the Pontiff's Knights, now harrowed spirits of Irithyll. This blue-gray legging, these blue-gray leggings, I don't know, shrouded in a thinly cold air is light and brittle. Their armor's probably not the best, but they do have a badass sword, though, that we might use. So there's nothing over here. This is just a little dead end, but it really lets you take in the architecture of this area, which, again, I reiterate, is just freaking gorgeous. Up there, of course, you can see Lothric Castle. I love the snow effect too in this area. It's just a really beautiful area, honestly. So come around here. You'll notice these guys. These are called Irithyllian slaves. They're basically just this area's version of a hollow. They're nothing to concern yourself with. Now this thing up here, it's called a fire witch. And you see he's got just a cadre of peeps with him. You'll also notice another one up there. These guys actually have some mean attacks, so they can here, we'll trigger them over here and you'll be able to see he's got some nasty attacks. So he's got this one, which is basically a homing, well, he didn't do it. That's his flamethrower. He's got this one, which is just a trail. Yeah, there we go. So he can do that and hit the thing in the ground, and you'll notice the fire just kind of comes up beneath you, like that. And he can hit you behind walls. All these attacks go through walls. Again, the flamethrower. He also has, oh, that didn't work out well. He also has standard melee attacks too, so. It doesn't help trying to fight them with all these guys around here. The best way to handle this whole situation is to just draw these guys out one at a time and fight them, but now we can kind of push forward to him and charge him. And like I said, he does have a couple melee attacks like that, which will unfortunately impale you as such. I'm gonna go ahead and show that off. It doesn't do just a whole lot of damage though, so it's nothing to be too concerned about. Oh my goodness. There we go. So we've not played this well at all, and that's okay. Can't backstab them, but you can get behind them and just tear them up. Oh, that's a super lucky drop, actually. The Immolation Tinder is the Fire Witch's weapon. Profaned flame wielded by the Irithilian witches. Frigid spirits roaming the Boreal Valley. This torch, both a weapon and a staff, is enshrouded in an everlasting flame. So it is actually a catalyst, albeit not a very good one. It's best used as just a normal halberd type weapon with int scaling. So you'll see this other one up here. So we didn't play that very well, and that's okay. It's just kind of trying to show you all their attacks. Now this one will notice you when you get to these stairs, so... The best way I found to kill this guy is just sprint straight up here. There's going to be some Pontiff Knights over here. But you want to just sprint straight up here. And fight this guy head on if you can. Maybe get him stun locked like that. I'm not even going to comment on this. What's going on here? There's those Pontiff Knights I was telling you about. So you can pretty well easily kill them. Come on, friend. Oh. Like I said, lots of stamina, these guys. Whew. There we go. Boing. Makes that a lot easier when they just sit there guarding. Alright, so continue along here. You may notice this lovely crystal lizard. Do want to go ahead and dispatch of him to get our twinkling titanite. And you'll hear that freaking noise that was coming from that evangelist earlier. So what you want to do over here is you just kind of look around, and I think that the game uses... You also see this guy down here. I think the game uses that crystal lizard to kind of tell you, hey, you know, it's going to run over here. Hey, there's a reason you need to come over here and look. You can notice an item. You hear the noise. You see a staircase. So obviously, you can get down there. Bam. Illusory wall. And another Pontiff Knight who can clip through that and hit you. So. Starting to notice their unlimited stamina there. Go ahead and get your Titanite. Continue down. Hey, there she is. Look at her freaking giant spiked mace sitting next to her, huh? So the Witch Tree branch, and you notice she's not hostile right now. That's not it. Where is it? There it is. The branch of a large, well-tended witch tree used as a sorcery catalyst. Witch tree staves are customary in the far north and allows for faster casting than ordinary catalysts. So this is a catalyst for, again, spells, sorceries. So you can just come right up on behind old girl here. But you don't have to kill her. but she does drop a unique item, so we're gonna kill her. Not very hard to handle, luckily. Doris's Gnawing. So this is actually a spell, a dark spell. Miracle of Doris's the deranged evangelist summons great insect swarm to feast on foes. Those who linger too long on the brink of the deep will often slip. Doris is sure to have wallowed in this darkness, intoxicated by its peril. Also, did we ever read Lightning Stake? I don't think we did. A lost dragon-slaying miracle strikes with a stake of lightning. The tale describes the lost practices of ancient dragon slayers who found that in order to pierce dragon scale, lightning should not be hurled as a bolt, but rather be thrust as a stake. So, as contrary to lightning spear, obviously. So that is the only way you can get that spell, is to come down here and kill good old Doris. And then we can open up that gate that we saw earlier, remember? So it just puts us right back here. We do have one Estus, so we would normally want to just rest at that bonfire. But we're actually very close to the next bonfire. And this, in and of itself, is the reason why I don't think this area is as difficult as people make it out to be. Because this is their first impression of Irithyll, is this little run through from the first bonfire to the second. But as you can see, I mean, it's not that difficult. Now, avoid that way for right now. Don't even walk down there. We will check that area out. But for right now, let's just avoid it like the plague. And instead, oh wait, disregard. We do have to go that way. Not very far though. Walk over here, get our item. Once you get to a certain point, these guys will start walking towards you. Not quite yet. You'll notice this here is also locked, as is every door in a Souls game. Get your Titanite. They walking down here yet? Yeah, there they go. So don't even worry with them. Don't even fight them. Just ignore them. And then head this way. Get more Titanite. And there's our bonfire. We are just going to poke around a little bit before we go in there and light it. I'm just going to show you something right quick there. First of all, there's an item right here. Second of all, there's a fire witch right there. So, guarding an item. Uh-oh. we will tackle that later. That gate right there is locked. So, observations. Locked gate. Friggin' fog wall. So yes, that is actually in this awesome looking cathedral here. That is actually the boss of Irithyll, of this area. We are not really close to fighting it yet, but so just kind of avoid this half of the area for right now. For right now, just go on into the church and light your bonfire. And look who it is. A winery, huh? Glad to see you made it out of the catacombs. Notice Horace isn't with you because we murdered him.
Oh, I thought it might be you. Good to see you. I never managed to find Horace.
I wonder why.
But my duty must be done, even alone, as an unkindled Lord Seeker. For the children I knew, bless their souls. We all have our reasons, don't we?
So, interesting to note there that she said that she's an unkindled Lord Seeker. So previously we just assumed that she was really just going after Aldrich, who is in fact a Lord of Cinder. But she never really mentioned anything about the Undead Legion. I mean, she said she had to go through that area, but she never mentioned anything about the Abyss Watchers specifically, who are also Cinders of a Lord. They are Cinder Lords, Lords of Cinder. They couldn't like figure it out there for a second. So Henri is actually basically just like us. That's not what I meant to do. She is actually just a hollow. I mean an unkindled person. I'm like actually dumb. I was trying to get my shield. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing.
Ah, you are brave indeed to face your duty alone. I would do well to learn from you.
Probably.
May the flames guide your way.
Quiet resolve. Another gesture. Also, I'd like to point out that claymore looks super badass chilling on her back.
Ah, I would make...
Okay, so she gave us her gesture. That's pretty much it for Henri for right now. What you want to do, though, before you rest at this bonfire, come over here, and you'll notice that... Yeah, it's kind of hard to actually notice. I was going to say, all these statues are up against the wall, except for this one. Oh, sorry, it's that one.
Why?
That is...
Uriel.
Lady Uriel. That is an assassin right there. So that assassin dropped the chameleon spell because that's what it was using. Lost sorcery from Ulasil, land of ancient golden sorceries. Transforms into something inconspicuous. Yes, very much so. So that statue right there is actually an assassin that is going to not kill Henri, but kidnap Henri. If you were to leave this area or go ahead and rest at the bonfire after talking to her, or it might just be beating the boss of the area. I'm not 100% sure. That's why I just do it before I rest at the bonfire. This assassin will actually kidnap Henri, and you can find her later, and we'll go over more of that once we get to the area where she would be found next. But yeah, if you are following the Yoel's quest line from earlier, remember he's dead now in Firelink Shrine, but if you were following his quest line, which we will do all of that eventually, just not in this playthrough because you can't do it in the same playthrough as you want to do the normal ending in. But we would actually ignore this assassin and let it take Henri. So we would follow Henri's questline 100% the same way up until this point right here, in which case we would not kill this assassin. So if for those of you who are wanting to do that questline first, Yoel's questline, or as the assassin mentioned, Uria's questline, just leave the statue be. So now we can rest, and Henri should be gone, I believe. No, she's still there. Well, she'll be safe now, and that's all that matters. So come on over here. Get your proof of a Concord kept. It's literally an ear, huh? Blood-drained, shrunken ear. Souvenir taken for subduing the guilty. The knights, called the Blades of the Dark Moon, punish the guilt-soaked offenders of the gods and take this as proof of their conquest. The earless corpses of the guilty will be left behind as a warning to others, inspiring both fear and respect for the gods. Such is the eternal mandate of the Dark Sun. So this is a covenant item. If you are a Blade of the Dark Moon, which we have not gotten that covenant item yet, those are what you will offer up in penance for that, basically. So you can come up here. There's nothing up here, but it'll give you an idea of things to come. So if you look up, you'll notice that there is well, you might not be able to notice. There's actually an item up there, and obviously you can fall down on those rafters. They put that there for a reason. From Software did. So you will be able to get up there. Just not right now. Not for a little while, probably, but... For right now, we are actually going to go this way. Before you head outside, you can come over here and get this roster of knights. This is basically a useless item, but it's a roster of Knights of the Dark Moon. It basically just lets you see who's Dark Moon Knights if you're playing online. Let's go ahead and come outside here. We are embered, and you will want to be embered. First off, you notice this guy. You saw those invisible eyes. These guys, yeah, you see that one right there, bro. We see you. You ain't even slick, bro. We see you. Fading soul trap here, so this guy can come and knock you off the cliff. We know what you're about. Come over here, collect your more fading souls. And you do want to come over here and quickly kill this guy, because as you can see, we just got invaded by Creighton the Wanderer. Uh-oh. Who is Creighton the Wanderer, you might ask? Oh, man. Well, this is who we helped Sirius of the Sunless Realms defeat in her world. This is the same invader. Only he is actually a lot easier in our world than he was in Sirius's world. In Sirius' world, he has like actually 1,000 HP, but don't knock him off the ledge. Oh, you're out of Essus. What? What was that? As you can see, his fight's just a long fight, but it's not an overly difficult fight. He's very easy to hit. He's not super maneuverable. There we go. He just heals a lot. That's his only issue. So kill him and go ahead and get that Dragon Slayer axe. Not a terrible item, actually. It does have split physical and lightning damage, but... Axe favored by Creighton the Wanderer, infamous deserter of the Knights of Mira, called Dragon Slayer's axe for the lightning that pulsates within its blade. But Creighton used it to slay men. Yeah. Let's say, he doesn't seem like much of a Dragon Slayer, does he? So, of course, I picked up those Homeward Bones right here, but something that a lot of players missed, that I've noticed, just come around. Undead Bone Shard! Woo! God, this game. Oh, so beautiful. So after you handle Creighton and get your Bone Shard, just meander on back here. In this area, you don't have to do this, but I do like to get a torch, because it can get kind of dark. Excuse me, it's not actually right here. I actually have one little other area to deal with. So you can go ahead and go down there if you want, but take a left over here, actually. Get ready for the Satan's dogs. Come on. Hurts, doesn't it, punk? Oh, he's mad. So these dogs are actually kind of weird. They can actually clip through and get glitched into these walls. It's really strange. Get your kukris and get your rusty. Oh god, I forgot about that one. You see how... Punk. I mean, it's like they wait for the exact right moment to attack. Ugh. God, I hate dogs in Dark Souls. Now we can go down into the deep. You can get up there if you want. So I like to just have a torch here. Again, you don't need it. It's not necessary. But it's very dark. As you can see, there's a lot of enemies. So, like, most of these guys are just crawling around. So they're not that big of a threat, but... Ow. But because of their large numbers, they can prove dangerous, so... As you're noticing here. It's just the sheer number of them, really. Oh, good pathfinding, friend. So there's a bunch of these idiots. Ugh, would you just spit up on me, you nasty? God, these enemies are just nasty and annoying. Do not roll into that with your fire if you have your torch out. Otherwise, you will have a bad time. Very bad time. Watch out for the ones that drop down. That's it for right here. We want to go ahead and climb up our ladder here. See how dark this place is without the light? Walk along your rafters. Now watch out, because these guys can actually shoot magic at you. Best way to handle them. And then what you want to do is come over here. You'll notice there's a chest down there, so... This guy's just chilling, laying down. You can just drop right off in order to get Yorkshire's Spear. This treasure, gifted to the Yorkshire Church, is enchanted by a soporific spell and was surreptitiously worshipped by Irithyll slaves. My God, these adjectives and adverbs. It's part spear and part hammer. Again, it's not a very great weapon to use. I wouldn't necessarily recommend it, but it is an interesting, unique weapon nonetheless that you do want to go ahead and get. Oh, you didn't quite make it. So you can just go out down there that way. But there's a more stylish way to get down, climb back up the ladder, or to get out of this place. And in New Game Plus, or it might be New Game Plus Plus, there's actually a ring down here. But you can just come out here, and it just gives you this amazing view. And if you notice, that is actually the bridge that we came in when we first entered the city. We came from right there, out of the catacombs, which is basically the side of that mountain, and that was our bonfire, was like right there. So, God, just freaking beautiful, man. So that's why we went up there, just because we wanted to see that. Now this little spot right here, you can either go down this way and fight these guys, which we're going to go ahead and do. You can also, you can briefly, like right here, I don't know if the volume's loud enough, but you can actually hear a crystal lizard. You can also jump down right here. Oh, I missed. Really, you just want to kill that guy before he screams. So that guy will scream and attract every enemy in the game. And by every enemy in the game, I mean every enemy over here to you. AKA all these guys. And I prefer to just fight enemies on my own terms. I don't like to fight enemies on their terms, so. So you can hear that crystal lizard, so you're wondering, like, where the heck is this guy? I'll just come through here and voila! And it's fun, because he actually won't run from you until you hit him. Kill him and collect your twink. And then you can either just walk down these stairs and go get that item, or you can be a little bit more crafty and creative and see that guy. Oh, we failed. Well, no, we still hit him. Come down there and plunging attack that guy. Get a ring, another ring of sacrifice. So this is again, this is like slow water, but you can actually fast roll in it, so, or mid roll in it. Nope. Trying to see. Nah, just trying to see what that area was. So, like I was mentioning at the end of the last episode, that Sullivan's Beast thing that attacks you right when you come through the gate right there. If you leave it and don't kill it, it can sometimes end up down here, or it'll pop up right over there. In which case you'll fight it down here. So it's a lot easier to just kill on the bridge, to be honest with you, because this water slows you down so much. So just come over here. You'll notice a lot of sketchy looking corpses here, but these look really white. Are they all corpses? Probably not, huh? These are the things nightmares are made of right here. Let's go ahead and attract one of their ire. We'll hit it once and see. We'll let you see these ugly things. Spit toxic at us. Oh god. Freaking little spider monkeys, man. They're You'll notice this guy looks like one of those guys from Rosaria's chamber area where we got the red sign soapstone. Interesting. What's even more interesting is that he has a great heal on him. It's really odd. Glorious miracle used by high-ranking clerics restores a large amount of HP. Only a select few have learned to recite this epic tale in its entirety, but those who do are amply rewarded. Yeah, no kidding. So keep on traversing through this area. There's not really any useful items down here, but we're going to go ahead and just get all the shinies anyway. I think most of these are like green blossoms and stuff. Yeah. And you'll notice a little area you can enter right there. We will do that, but not right now. This episode is probably going to be a little short, just because I want to start the next episode fresh going through there. You can come over here. This is a dead end, though. See Lothric way up there. So if that's Lothric, the hell is this, I wonder? Oh ho! Might be a little foreshadowing for what we will encounter in the next episode, or who we might encounter. Ho ho! So you'll notice an area you can clearly go to over there. Basically, we just coming over here to go ahead and unlock this bonfire. You do not want to proceed down this area immediately. You can if you want. I mean, it's not going to break the game or anything, but it will ruin some quest lines. So you'll notice it's called the Distant Manor. That is actually an area for later. Not because it's hard, just because of, like I said, NPC quest line progression. So let's actually travel to Firelink Shrine briefly. Oh man. And then we should notice that Grey Rat is now gone. So once Grey Rat leaves, what we want to do, if I can ever remember how to do this, there we go, how to find this. We want to go snitch on Grey Rat. We want to go tell Patches up here where Grey Rat went to.
Oh, hello again. Can't resist. Wait just a second.
Well,
Wait.
disregard, because he doesn't want to know apparently. Either way, I mean, it doesn't really matter because there's another way to save Grey Rat. Basically, what you want to do is let Patches or another NPC know that Grey Rat is in Irithyll of the Boreal Valley, because if you don't, he will die in Irithyll of the Boreal Valley, and you won't be able to get his next batch of items that he collects, that he scavenges. So normally Patches will ask you where he went, but anyway, there's another NPC that will save him. But we will save that for the next episode, guys. Sorry this one ran a little bit short, but we'll get right back up on it on the next episode. So don't forget, if you enjoyed the video, please make sure to leave a like, comment, and hit that subscribe button for me if you would. And we will see you next time, guys. Bye.